Happy day, and welcome to Bonnet Confessions, your no nonsense place for, hey, come and tell your story and don't feel any judgment. We are the Bonnet Sisters, where we have non judgmental girl talk, and we have our bonnets on, as you can see, and our bonnets are on because listen, it gives us superpowers where you can't judge us, we can't judge each other, okay? Because it doesn't matter what we do, what profession that we hold, whatever we say tonight with our bonnets on, no judgment zone. And if you're here, welcome to Bonnet Confessions. Listen, this is where we're just going to lay down, just chill out, let your hair down, take your hair off, whatever you need to do to be relaxed. You do it here because we're not going to judge you, sis. We're not going to judge you. And listen, if you need some advice, just yeah, come on, get some advice. We can give you some advice. It may be good advice and it may be bad advice, but just know it will be advice, okay? And if you want to come on stage, just let us know. We'll send you the link. We are using StreamYard, and you can hop on stage with us. And for those who may be new, I am your bonnet sister. Hi. And then we're going to go for it. Introduce yourself, ladies.
I am Bonnet Sister No Nonsense.
I am Bonnet Sister Jet Setter, fresh off a plane.
I am Bonnet fresh. Sister So Focus, SEW. Okay.
So Focus, did you introduce yourself? You was muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking, but y'all didn't hear me. I am Bonnet Sister So Focus, SEW. Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, and if you need a bonnet, this is our official bonnet sewer maker with Focus. So hit her Etsy page for your custom satin bonnets. And listen, it's all that and a bag of chips. All right, we have a lot. Listen, we have been gone for 2 weeks due to the holidays. Two weeks. We missed you guys. I hope you had time to spend with your family, get some relaxation going on. I hope there was no drama. You know what I mean? That family drama. You know, it's always one in the family. But we are excited to be back. Listen, 2024 popped off like it was crazy. The first 3 days, and so we have a lot to cover in the news, but in the meantime,
What? What'd you say? Bonnet Sister, hi?
It is a new year, and she is still on 2023 dial-up.
Hey, Lena. Somebody said take your hair off. Yeah. Don't be playing. What's going on, Pretty Brown? Yes, a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. So we are to chit chat with you all. So tell us, no nonsense. What's been going on the last 2 weeks?
Child. Who house we at today?
So y'all at my house. My house.
All right, no nonsense. What we got?
It's been so much going on. It's been so much going on, but I want to start off by saying Happy New Year to everybody. I hope your new year is starting off.
Miss So Focus.
Perfect.
So
Y'all
Focus.
can't hear me? You can't hear me? I'm talking.
Yes, but it's not your turn, babe. You talking to me?
We was talking to no nonsense.
She said no nonsense. And you coming in with the
nonsense. My hearing is off.
Put that hearing aid in underneath that bonnet, girl.
Hold on, let's put it out.
Put it on.
Okay.
Put it on. Okay. And sit down. Hi. Welcome to 2024. Welcome everyone to 2024 with no nonsense.
What?
Things have been absolutely splendorifical over this way. I am in cool Florida. So it's been absolutely amazing. The first of the year is also always very busy for me. I ended the year. Bonnet Sister Hype, we playing the music.
I'm trying to stop it, child. I'm trying to stop it. Lord, look at Jet Setter. Look at Jet Setter.
Because we just all kind of messed up today.
She already started with the nonsense.
Oh, yes, we started with the
The
nonsense.
cartoon character off of Sesame Street, the one that didn't talk.
It's too much. It's too much happening. All new people, welcome. This is normal. Yes, thank you for the
Yes,
disclaimer.
All the new
This is
people,
abnormal
yes.
and normal at the same time.
At the same time.
Exactly.
2023 ended, and I was glad that it went out. I was ready for it to be finished. And I'm happy for 2024. Ready to spend some time with y'all and get some stuff done in these streets. And I'm done.
Most definitely. Oh, all right. Well, happy New Year to you. Glad to have you back and getting your focus on, because I know we got a busy year coming up. So focus. All right, let's stay focused. So focus. It is your turn. What's going on?
Y'all call me?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Turn the other one on, child. Turn the other one on.
I had to. I had to turn it on loud. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year's, as the hood folks say. That's this year and next year. Nothing much going on over here. You know, it's just been a busy 7 days. It's only the first 7 days, and I feel like we already in February. But I hope everybody has started off the new year how they wanted to start it off. Hopefully you set your goals. Hopefully you did a vision board if you did. And if you did, share it with us if you would like. But that's about it. I'm over here cutting out bonnets. So I'm about to sew up. That's why I got my glove on, because I have some issues with my hands. But that is about it. I am so focused, and I bring the funny and I bring the news. Okay.
Yes, you do, sis. All right, Jet Setter, fresh off the plane.
Fresh off the plane, landed an hour ago from taking my oldest back to college. Wow. Let her take a car, so we drove 6 hours and the flight back was an hour. That makes no sense to me, but okay. You know, Thanksgiving, Jesus, Christmas, New Year's, it was all kind of nice around here, quiet. Stayed in for New Year's, had family over for Christmas, smoked a lot of cigars, smoked a lot of ribs, smoked a lot of turkey, smoked a lot of pork belly. I've been smoking.
Oh gosh. You and Bonnet Sister smoke.
Yeah, right. I want all the smoke for the holiday, so I smoke something every day.
Wow.
And glad to see 2024, even though it came in acting a plum fool. I swag surfed my way into 2024. I'm standing on that, and business. And,
not business. Wait a minute.
And I'm a little afraid to see what else. You know, the first 6 days have been off the chain.
Yes.
So maybe they needed us to be here to talk about it so they could calm down. So now that we're back, things can be normal, because it's been ridiculous. Yeah. So.
Definitely so. It's been ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Definitely so. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I had a relaxing Christmas. I still didn't put up the Christmas tree. For those who want to know, we all know how I feel about that Christmas tree. No, we didn't. I did not put it up. We did not pull it out of the attic. And matter of fact, when I told my husband the 2 trees he put on the front porch, just take the other one, just put it by the curb so that can get thrown away. Because every time you looked around, it was laying down. It had it. So yeah, actually New Year's, I was actually with my dad. My dad had just recently come out of the hospital. He was in the hospital for Christmas. And yeah, so I was dad sitting. So we watched New Year's on the TV. We watched the ball drop. And I was like, Daddy, you got to say 10, 9. Yeah, so he did. He said, what am I supposed to be saying? So we got that done. But let me tell you about yesterday, guys. OM to the G. Listen, my sister Tiffany, she had a thought, like, to get more professional women together. And just in a short few weeks, she just put it out there on social media to say, hey, we want to have a picture of 100 professional Black women wearing black. Just a simple picture, right? So she put it out there. We had over 150 women. Even with the forecast of the rain, yes, over 150 women. You could bring your daughters, your nieces, or whomever. Some people brought their mothers. And listen, it was epic. The vibe was so wild. The vibe was like everybody was so excited to be there. So the baseball stadium granted us to use it for free, granted her to use it for free. So that's where we all was like in the big skybox, and we just mingled there and took a picture in front of that. And then we walked downtown. Thank God the rain stopped just in time. We walked downtown to the market house. And the market house is where slaves used to be sold.
Ah.
So, and actually my great grandmother was sold there. So it was just to go there to the market house, and it's on a whole nother scene now. We was there by force at one point. Now we was there by choice with empowerment. And it was such a vibe. And then we circled the market house. We made one big circle, holding hands, all these ladies. A lot of people didn't know each other. We sang songs. And then Tiffany had gotten someone with a drone to take a picture from the top. And there's a mural around that circle of the market house that's on the road. And it says, "End racism now." Let me tell you, we cannot wait until this picture comes. But the newspaper was there. They put pictures in that night, last night, and then the article was today. It was so amazing. Listen, I did a video. I was going live. And I did a video just walking around as we were singing and doing a video walking around. Listen, y'all, as of just a while ago, it was shared over 200 times.
Wow.
Over 200. It had been viewed over 18,000 times on Facebook.
Wow. That's impactful.
Yes.
Kudos, Tiffany. Kudos.
Yes.
Tiffany.
Yes.
That's my cousin.
Listen, it was amazing. So many people are reaching out to her from other states. They want to do the same thing in their city, and they want to know if she can give them the okay, if she wants to come and be a part of it. Got invited to go to the Martin Luther King. They want us to come. The parade is next week. I mean, it's just so many things. And now the men are saying they want, 100 professional Black men. And so she's just like, it's like unreal. But that just goes to show you, when you have a thought, don't just think about it, execute on it.
Yeah,
right?
Seriously.
If it's basically showing that there is a gap in the marketplace, there's a gap and there's a need for us to get together, mingle, network. Like it blew our mind. It blew our mind. So if for those who've not seen the video, just go on my page and check the video out. And just to walk from the stadium all the way to the market house, maybe it was 4 or 5 blocks. It was amazing. Amazing. The vibe, amazing. People said, "I love you." I was like, I don't even know your name. It was amazing.
I just think about the souls that must have been rejoicing when y'all stepped foot in the marketplace.
Oh, yes. That is what I'm thinking.
The hallelujah chorus that went on.
Yes. And that's what a lot of people are saying. The ancestors are happy.
I was just going to say the ancestors are rejoicing.
Yes.
Overwhelmed.
And then the people that was just shopping downtown, the shop workers and everyone was just, as we was walking down, they was coming and standing in front of their shops just to see all these Black women walking. A lot of them had their heels on still, just walking. And it's just like excellence, just walking down the street. And then also it was one lady, she saw us. She was just shopping downtown and she saw us. She stopped and got her phone out and she was weeping. That this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. And just people riding around, honking the horn, just like, yes, yes. The vibe. Oh, y'all, it's just so unexplainable. So Tiffany, I was like, listen, you got to keep this going. Everybody's like, hey, what we doing next month? So So now she started a Facebook page, and so we can really communicate and everything. So, so if you all professional Black women, you don't have to be in our city to join, but if you want to join, I'll put the link in. But it's going to be so dope. And these women, like I'm talking about mayors, lawyers, doctors, pastors, professional women. One lady, she's like the top of human resources of the health department or something. It was just like, wow, this was crazy. This is crazy. So kudos to my sister Tiffany. And
yes, and she's in the comments. So awesome. Tiffany's in the comments, and Lena said, I can't wait to see it too. Joy says, sounds like a great day. Joy also said, hey, Tiffany, congratulations on a great event. Pretty Brown said, that's your Michael Jackson moment. Lena, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. That's really dope. Meredith said, God is saying this is the year for kingdom walkers.
Oh, Jesus.
Transforming from the inside out.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Church up in this joint.
Okay,
I love that.
Look, my little bonnet might be trying to slide up, child.
Shifting the bonnet spear.
Yes, and the spur it up in here. Ooh, yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah. But yeah, so that was it was like historical moment. And this is what I want to say too before we move on. You know, the city really fought Tiffany with having this event. And they try to find her or say you need to pay this amount or whatever. And she's like, we're basically just walking. We don't need to have this and that. They was like, oh, it's our property, da, 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 da. But she knew her rights to know that we can have a group of people to walk downtown and take a picture. So she stood firm. And for that, that's why I was so proud of her to know her rights and stay firm in it. And then when she shared with the group to say, hey, we got to make sure we're not blocking traffic. Everyone took ownership as we was walking down that street. It was like, okay, hold on. Make sure you're not jaywalking. Make sure you're doing everything because we want to show the city that just because we're Black people, we can get this stuff done in the spirit of excellence, which we did. We showed them some stuff on yesterday. So yeah, it was so exciting. So exciting. Okay. So that's what was going on with me and my family. My mom was there. My mom got to pray, and everybody was like, "Woo, hallelujah!" My auntie was there, my niece and my daughter. So it was like to see the generationals of ladies that was there was just it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's outstanding.
Yes, yes.
And Joy said, "Stand in your truth."
There you go. That's right. That's right.
Imagine 100 Black men,
100
Black children, 100 Black families. I'm only telling y'all what I feel. So Tiffany, I can't see the comments, baby, but it's 100 Black men, 100 Black children, 100 Black families, 100 Black cities. Let's just keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, even with that, because of the rain, some people was thinking it was canceled. So she had almost 200 people sign up. But they was thinking it was canceled. It was like, no, every time the forecast. And at one point we had just got in place for a picture and the sun peeked from the clouds and it just shined on us. We was like, yes! It was like the melanin was popping, baby. With that sun. That was wonderful, wonderful. So we're looking for great things to come out of this historical event. Oh my God, it was just amazing. Okay, guys.
Can I say one thing that I thought was pretty dope too? The whole thing was pretty awesome. But if you guys get a chance, like she said, go on Sheila page. The little how old was the young lady that was the photographer?
9
years old, you guys. Like she was out there camera ready. She had her Nikon something. I don't know what it was. It looked expensive. It looked like it was paparazzi out there. She was only 9 years old, you guys. Like, I mean, she even had on her shirt, I think it even had her company name. It was embroidered and everything. She had her little camera, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, it was amazing to see everybody, but it was amazing just to see her, like, be 9 years old. Like, you know what I mean? And to be a part of that history making moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just amazing. So, yeah, I just had to add that in. Sorry.
And that was intentional because her dad is Brad Woods. and he has a photo company for your memories, right? So
Ah.
ever since she was little, I mean, even younger, when he would have events, she would have her Polaroid, and she was taking pictures.
Oh.
And then as she got older and older, then she graduated to a bigger camera. So Tiffany was intentional to put her in front of the press to
Yes.
say, hey, listen, I want to put her in front. So she was interviewing people, she was taking pictures. So also what Tiffany did was she allowed different photographers. First, it was mainly black female photographers, but then it was black men could come as well. But all of those photographers could take shots, and then they can submit their photos to the paper,
Oh,
and
wow.
then they were going
Mm.
to tell their business, their social media, and that way it gave them exposure, not just for the Federal Observer, but for the whole network that they're in.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you talk about exposure.
Yeah.
I learned
So
that.
she thought about all the different layers so everyone could get that experience and to get that exposure. So that was just genius. Genius.
It looks like a picture, but it's so much more.
Yeah.
Oh
It's so
yes.
much more.
Oh yes.
Ooh. And you
We have some comments, you guys.
okay.
I'm gonna read them before we go on. Tiffany said the lady with the cane. Dot dot dot. I'm gonna read more and then you can touch on it. Meredith said reach one, teach one. Colleen said good evening.
Good evening.
And Lena said yes, I would love for my daughter to see that in person. That this really is a beautiful thing. Joy said, "Why are we afraid of rain?" LOL, girl, cause we gotta relax.
The her, okay, with her.
Okay.
Makeup be running and stuff. Child, listen.
There it goes.
Yes.
Lena said she was really great. Colleen said I showed my girls; they were so moved by it all. Was amazing. Pretty Brown said she was so cute. Colleen said that's so great and put the camera emoji. Tiffany said photo gallery coming Tuesday, USA Today Network. Okay.
Whoa, yes,
Oh,
Tiffany.
okay.
Yes.
And then she got like congratulations, congratulations, and Joy is laughing about my creamy crack comment.
Yes. What Tiffany's talking about is the lady with the cane. It was an older lady and she had a cane, y'all. Didn't nothing stop her. She walked those blocks from the stadium to the market house.
Oh,
And
nice.
Mm,
that was so empowering. It was just like
mm,
chills, like nothing's gonna stop her. And just to see the expression on the ladies' faces, how they was just so genuinely happy. Some was moved, they were empowered. People were happy, they was laughing, they were singing. It was so many emotions. They were glad to be there. And it was just, they was even looking like, can we do something next month? It's like Healthy Heart Month. Can we do something? I was like, hold on. Let us take this in first.
Healthy Heart Month.
So we definitely wanted to spread to other states. So wherever you are, listen, get up with my sister Tiffany Campbell. People are reaching out to me. I'm like, hey, I was just a helper. I listen, she is the visionary. Reach out to her and she can help you, even if you want to organize it for your city or your state. So kudos to Tiffany. Well, I can release that. But y'all go on my page. Y'all gonna look at all my lives because it is dope. It is dope. Okay. Now, listen, my head been spinning with all this stuff in the news. Listen, I had to stay focused because I was like, how am I gonna get off track the beginning of the year already because of all this stuff that's going on?
Too much.
And some stuff, okay, now this one thing with Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, for those who don't know, if you go look up her, put up Jada and Fat Joe. Just put that in your search. And you're gonna see a comparison because she has this picture and she doesn't have any hair, which that's fine. But the way she had her shades and her clothes on, they were saying she looked like Fat Joe on Ozempic, right?
Yes.
Right.
But she
Yeah.
really does.
Right.
She kind of looked like Pitbull to me. Y'all remember Pitbull the rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is she trying to look like this? What is going on with Jada?
It was the clothes, the whole stance, everything about it was like, girl, what are you doing for
Yeah.
2024?
Right.
Especially the stance. I was like,
Yeah.
girl, what you doing?
I don't know what that was. I really don't. I was
It looked like Fat Joe on Ozempic. That's a good summary.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
I
okay,
mean, and then
girl.
from that into T.I. with putting Tiny up there like that, looking like Smokey Robinson. Child.
What?
Did y'all see
Looking
that?
like Smokey
Okay, now I'm
Robinson.
gonna say, listen, I'm gonna say on that, listen, what for whatever reason everybody giving her slack, I stand in her corner because I'm like, she was at home chilling, he was flipping on live. I don't care if I look hot, a hot mess, that's how I'm gonna look at home.
Oh, we mad at him, not her.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We mad at him. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Because sometimes have y'all ever flipped on your camera by mistake and be like, oh shit, and scared yourself? So we understand. We understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
He
understand.
wrong for having her on the camera like that.
And it was a long time. So
Okay.
what was you doing? But you know how you go to the beauty supply and you don't judge no woman that walk in that beauty supply where half their hair is braided, half is not. They got on bonnets. It's just like an unspoken thing. We don't judge each other because we know you coming to get some help.
It was just like, okay, he did 2 nights of concerts at the Atlanta Symphony with the symphony. She was there both nights. How did she grow a mustache overnight though? Because she didn't have a mustache at the concert the night before. That's where I was a little lost. Like, okay, sis.
I'm pretty sure it was makeup.
It was makeup.
I'm pretty sure it was makeup.
Yeah.
What you mean? She covered up the mustache with makeup?
She covered up the mustache
Yeah.
with makeup. Yeah. Or
Instead
probably
of
if she
getting it
waxed it or
waxed?
shaved it, it grow back thicker, don't it?
Overnight?
I got an aunt who got a mean mustache. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, y'all know those aunties. Y'all know.
Maybe I am those aunties. That's why I'm like, well, how you should get it overnight? Once you hit a certain age and menopause start pausing, you can grow a mustache, if you just let things go. But overnight,
But listen, do you have the auntie that has the mole on the face with a hair growing out of it?
No, she
Anybody
don't
got
have
an auntie like that? One of them long hair? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hey,
I
listen,
got the
over on
mole. I
my
don't think there's no hair growing out of it.
I ain't got that. I ain't got
I
that.
mean,
Y'all are
listen,
funny. Oh
since
my
we
God.
confessions, I got one right here. And it feels like a little hair is growing out of it, but I can't really tell. It's right there.
My
Okay, I'm
mole
gonna check
don't
on my
have hair,
stage,
but I did
guys.
grow a hair out of my ear. That was astonishing. A hair grew out of my ear, like right by my earring. And I'm like, oh, I got a hair caught up in my earring. But then I took the earring out and the hair was still there. And I was like,
Do you have to get like an ear and nose trimmer, sis? Like,
but it was like in my earlobe. That's the crazy
like
thing.
the inside, like the old man, the hairy old man. They
No,
I
had
don't
in
have
the
hair
lobe.
growing out of my
in
ears.
the lobe.
I thought it
I'm
was
still
tangled
trying to
up
put
in
it
my
on the
earring.
inside.
And it was growing out of the skin down here where the earring is. And I'm like,
Oh,
I got to shave my earlobe?
Did you shave the other one? Did you shave the other one?
It was just one of them.
Oh
As far as I
my
know.
oh.
They need to make a book.
They really do because we don't know. We never been this age before.
Nobody told me nothing about no earlobe hairs.
Right. I ain't never heard of that. That's
So I'm
new.
letting y'all know now.
That's that 2024.
Damn, I ain't that old.
I think that's the
Colleen-
new chickens y'all eating.
Colleen
Maybe.
said, I used to have to cut my older clients' ear hairs at the salon. LOL.
But they grow out of the actual ear.
Yeah, did it grow out of the earlobe or the ear?
I think she's talking about out of the inner ear because I used to have a
I think so
client.
too.
He had hair out of his inner ear.
Yeah,
He had
I see a
an
lot of guys
afro,
like
and
that.
the hair in the inner ear stuck out like the afro.
Yeah,
But she's talking about the lobe where your earring.
I thought my earring had just gotten tangled up in my hair, and then I went, "That's strange. My hair hasn't been long enough to tangle up in my earring for 3-4 years now."
Yeah.
So
Colleen
let's
said
just take the
inside
earring
and outside. She said inside and outside.
Damn. So I need to wax my ear?
Oh no.
Maybe you need to YouTube that, Google that or something.
I'm not, because then I'll be getting all kind of ads about earlobe hair.
Right.
I shouldn't even be saying it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna pop up.
You know it's gonna come across your feed now.
Colleen said, wax it or cut it. But Joy said, I have a small mole on my top lip, and no, not one hair is growing out of it. Oh, okay, good.
Right,
I got a small mole too. So
I don't know what size mine is on.
something's going on right there. Okay, listen, I'm going live on my personal page as well. So we have some comments over here. I'm
Okay.
just going to go and recognize some of our viewers. We have Miss Mathis. She says, "Love this. Thanks, girl." Then she said, "Take it off." She was laughing about take your hair off, huh? Tanika says, "Hello. Hey, New Day." She said, "Yes, amazing. We're talking about yesterday. She was there yesterday." Hey, Lenora. New Day said it reached California too.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she also said, the ones with the mustache can cook. Oh yeah, Jess said you can cook.
No, it's the one with the bat wing arms. No,
I thought it was the arm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
No,
bat wing
honey.
arms.
Everybody with a mustache can't cook, baby.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I've seen.
They need
They had the bat arms and the mustache.
Okay,
and they
that's the magic. That's the magic potion. Because usually the lunchroom lady with the mustache, she just be putting the stuff on the plate.
Yeah, and she used the vacuum arm to help her put the ladle over the plate. That's all that lady in the lunchroom did, honey.
She said, "What's your meat? What's your meat?"
Y'all know y'all been to KW. What's your meat? Oh my gosh, my parents love that place. I can't stand it. But
I love it too, girl. Don't hate, honey.
What is?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like the Beautiful and Chanterelles and Busy Bee in Atlanta.
What, Caves and Walkers?
Yeah, it just sounds like a Busy Bee, Beautiful Chanterelles kind of place.
Yeah, it's like a glorified cafeteria.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Joy said menopause is real,
baby.
It's the devil.
That mug don't play with you.
Listen, I've been praying my little if I feel something different, I'll be like, the blood of Jesus. I ain't going through this. Don't play with me. Don't
I say the blood of Jesus, and here come.
You ain't praying hard enough, sis.
You still young, baby. You keep on living.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Okay, living, baby.
That reminded me of something, Donna, when you said keep on living. Have y'all seen the interview with Auntie Shirley Caesar?
Okay.
Caesar and
flag on the plate.
Phaedra. Have y'all seen it? Y'all got me mixing up my words.
I don't know if I don't think it's us. It might be what's in that cup, between that cup and the scissors. Don't be blaming us.
Oh gosh, Shirley Caesar. Right. That's a new name.
Shirley Caesar.
The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus.
Oh my God.
And who was she with?
Phaedra.
Oh, Phaedra. Okay.
Phaedra.
Now what they doing?
Yeah. I forgot what this.
Like, it's hilarious. Like, I don't know if y'all ever watch Auntie Shirley, any of her videos, y'all know she's like, okay, and like she's like so, so Phaedra's sitting there and some lady is interviewing them. I mean, not interviewing, she was just filming them. And the lady's filming, she said, "Do you know who this is? Do you know who you sitting beside?" And she looked at her and she said, "No." She said, "This is Phaedra." And she said she's all over TV and everywhere. And I'm sitting here like, when? But anyway, and then Auntie Shirley said, "And
right,
girl,
right,
we are all Auntie Shirley."
Yeah.
I was like,
the last time Phaedra was on TV, and why were the two of them on the same platform?
Right. Well, I think they was at church. I think they was at church.
Phaedra not included in it.
They was at church, and then Phaedra tried to clean it up, and Phaedra was like, "I've been knowing her since Hold My Mule," and
just because you know her don't mean she know you,
right? And then the lady filming talking about something about she's as famous as her, and I was like, what? No way. But y'all, it was so funny because Auntie Shirley was like, and like when she was like, "This is Phaedra," she was like, and like, who is she? Like, y'all, I was weak. I was like, oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I didn't know if y'all saw the interview, but
and to be
where
expected.
Was it?
Huh?
Where was it?
Oh, I'm not sure. They was in the back at a church somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
So but you will note Phaedra has on this hat. She has on this hat that's like, it's like a 10-gallon bucket and it has feathers all around it.
Yeah, now I want to say because if we don't know the platform, we can't go see Auntie Shirley.
Yes, you can go on TikTok and type in Phaedra Auntie Shirley's
okay, wait a minute
season.
now.
Yeah,
she'll post it in the group. She'll post it in the group.
Yeah,
I'll post it in the comments.
Thank you, baby.
It was just
probably a
hilarious
funeral
to me. I thought it was funny.
Okay, let's get a few comments. I think we're going.
Let's see.
Joy want to know what's in So Focus cup. She hugging it in a special way.
That is
you
some
having
sweet
trouble
tea
hearing
in my
and
cup
talking
from earlier today.
Yeah,
Colleen said it's awful. My second year, Lord help me. Oh, she was talking about menopause. What is in my cup? You hugging it special in a special way. That is sweet tea. Stop playing. Pretty Brown said, was it recorded? I need to see this. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments. Lena says she fixed the hat. I know that's right. Joy said, I want to know what is in that cup. You're having trouble hearing and talking tonight. Child, listen. And then Pretty Brown said, listen, Auntie said, hold her mule.
Girl, everybody know that. Good Lord, that's like a staple. Come on now.
That's like 1987.
Come on now.
At least.
Or
now, y'all know.
Yeah, y'all know Auntie is old. But yeah.
What is considered old anyway? What is considered, if 50 is the new 30, what is considered old?
I don't know about 50 being the new 30, but I think 50 is the new 40. I don't think 50 is old. I don't think my parents are old. My parents are 67 and 66. But I consider old like 80 something. Like definitely 80 something.
Okay, I was in a restaurant yesterday and someone asked me, the lady said, are you military? She was asking about discounts. Are you military? Listen, I got my bonnet on before I tell the story, okay?
Oh, no.
Are you military? Something else? See, over 65, something else. And I was like, oh yeah, over 65, but I just look good for my age. And she was like, oh, can I see your ID? I was like, sure.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. I said, sure. I went and got my ID here.
And she doing the math?
No, that's why I knew she would do the math.
She ain't do no math. She just want to know if you gonna be bold enough to pull it out.
I was like, she not gonna do, she was a younger girl. She not gonna do no math. She not gonna sit there on her fingers and catch nothing.
Right. She don't know nobody was born in the year you was born.
She can't do math. Like, because if you get
she really can't do math.
She can't do math.
Like,
no.
She ain't even probably got the little paper on the register that say if you was born,
before 1990, you 21.
Yeah. She ain't even got that.
Hey. You know what I would have said after I showed my ID? I would have said, yeah, black don't crack and beige don't age. Thank you. Ooh. Have a good day. Okay.
It was so funny because I knew she wouldn't calculate it, and I just did it with confidence without thinking, oh yeah, here. And so of course that went like no red flags. So when it came to my mom was right beside me, and the lady said, are you over 65? And my mother's like, yeah, but she didn't card her. And I started saying, why you didn't card her? Like, what's up?
Right.
Because she's like, I ain't looking at the card, no way.
She's right.
I sure got my 65% off.
Get carded all the time, and they be sitting there just staring at it, and I'm like, baby, I'm 50.
No, not 65. No, she's whatever percent, the senior discount.
Oh God!
If I can go to Ross and they just assume I'm a senior citizen, I might as well just get it. I got this gray hair, whatever. I just look good.
New Day said 100 is old. That's true, but I know some 100-year-olds. Joy said, I think old is a mental thing. The older we get, we just do things in a different way. Pretty Brown said, no, beige don't age. And Joy said, I would take the discount. I worked hard and deserve it. I know that's right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Y'all better go to Hardee's and get y'all 10-cent tea. My grandma used to go
better. Tell us about the KFC, the original Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh,
that's interesting.
That was so random. We were driving up the interstate, trying to break up the trip, trying to make it interesting. And it says, birthplace of Colonel Sanders. And we both went, that's a person?
You didn't know it was like
Mickey Mouse.
Neither one of y'all knew he was a real person.
I thought that was like Mickey Mouse, not really a person. So we pulled off. I said, if it's more than 5 minutes from the exit, we don't have time for this. It was 2 miles. Okay, we went. Right. So you get there and it's like a shrine to Colonel Sanders. They got his suit. He had a hotel. He owned this whole town. He had a hotel right by the KFC. So if you get tired, you can go rest. And in the KFC, he had a hotel room. So you had to walk through the room to see the room to get to the thing to order your chicken.
Wow.
It was like a lost leader. The chicken was a lost leader for his hotel.
Oh my God.
Entrepreneurs in here. And they had his suits. They had his all the KFC commercials from ever. So it was like, for me, it was wonderful because I'm hearing the ones from my childhood. Everybody needs a little KFC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I remember that. And they had all the cups that you would get when you bought the family meal, all the buckets, the way the buckets, different ways that they open. But the funniest thing was they had Colonel Sanders' license in there. And it said he was born on 9/9/90.
Wow.
And I stood there for a second, like 90. Oh, they mean 1890.
18-ish.
I was like the girl Carden Sheila. Yeah, 90. Oh, like it took a minute for me to say, older than Colonel Sanders. This man hair was so I'm just bugging. But anyway, the chicken was good. It was not the same as normal. Like it didn't have, you know how when you get the original, sometimes it's like the skin is an experience unto itself.
Yeah.
It wasn't, the skin wasn't skinning like the other chicken. You had to eat it all together for it to be good. And they had a vault, like literally a vault door, and they had 30 different seasonings, and you had to try to guess which were the 11 that made the 11. And so this location, that room was built on the spot where he invented the 11 seasoning, whatever. Yeah. And they had the kitchen that he used, but the only thing that was original was the door to the refrigerator. They had the original door. It was just the randomest thing, but it was really cool.
I would love to see that. I watched a documentary on the Food Network, and he didn't start KFC until he was
60.
like, oh yeah, he was
60, right? And so it had all this stuff that he had done before that. He worked at the gas station. They had the gas station pumps there. He bought the gas station. He just was trying everything, the hotels, all of this stuff he was trying. He went to the military, and then he came back and was making this chicken, and it boom. And that did it. And so he was like, you still going to the hotel? You still need gas? And he just kind of built up this little town. There's nothing there but his little stuff.
Wow.
You know, his legacy buildings and, you know, a gas station.
Wow. Is the gas station still operable?
No, but they had the gas pumps that were from the time he worked there. It was a pure gas station, those white and blue. They had the pumps at the, they brought the pumps across the street to the KFC. And the restaurant wasn't called KFC when he started his restaurant. It was called Sanders Cafe.
Very interesting.
That's cool. Wow.
I love the education behind it. Now, I used to date a guy back in the day who worked at KFC, and I was trying to get the spices. What was the spices? And they like pledged, like they could not tell what those spices were. I mean, I tried everything, like, come on, you know, try to be cute and all this and flirting. He would not tell me these spices. It was like he had a death threat if he shared what the spices were.
I worked at KFC in high school, and they came in a bag, so he probably didn't even know them.
Yeah, they had the bag that they came. Yeah, they had the original bag, and then they had the new bag. So me and Ashley looked at the bag, and because bag's supposed to have the ingredients, and it was like proprietary. It's like, Lord have mercy.
I thought I saw YouTube some years ago, maybe it was TikTok, but somebody who no longer worked there had posted what was supposed to be the spices.
It probably could be Jordan. You know that? Have y'all seen that guy, Jordan, the restaurant guy? And when these restaurants make him mad, he give out their recipes.
No, but I sure got them Starbucks recipes when somebody got mad and put them up there, and I've been making them ever since.
Well,
I made a pour over last
book.
night.
Like Jordan has a whole book. Like I have to drop his link. He's a funny guy, but
I don't want to cook.
Yeah, I use a website called Copycat Recipes. And Copycat Recipes has all kinds of restaurants recipes on it. Like that's the website that I use to make the Super Toscana that I usually get at Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
It has almost every restaurant, the Copycat Recipes.
Right.
Hmm,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Next
that
time
is.
we go to Jet Setter's Airbnb, Angela, we'll do that, okay?
Yes, we can do that. We can do that. The
Um.
Airbnb owner will probably have me in the kitchen anyway.
Possibly. Possibly.
Yes.
We
Okay,
got some
wait a minute.
comments,
Somebody
guys.
said, can we talk about Uncle whomever he was trying on clothes at the airport? Did he get
Wait.
locked up? Did y'all see that? Okay, for those who
No.
did not see that, okay, listen. Okay, for those who did not see, there was a guy in the airport at the baggage claim going through people's clothes and trying them on
This
at the
happened in
At
Atlanta,
baggage
didn't it?
claim.
In
in baggage
Atlanta.
claim.
Yeah.
In
Okay,
Atlanta.
for
I
the
don't know where
ones
it
that
was.
followed my story with my daughter's fiance, where his bag got stolen at the Miami airport, and some crackhead, we found the bag, him walking down the street because he had an air tag in it. We tracked him down the street. This came from the Miami airport. So now I am not, see what happened. They said, forget this, taking it down the street. I'm going to see what's in it right here in baggage claim and get my
Yes.
stuff. Who's going to stop me?
He was throwing the stuff. I posted in the video, y'all. So y'all go in the group and search my name. He opened their luggage. He was putting on the lady's skinny jeans, and then he looked in there and he was like, "Don't want that." Like, and this lady is filming, like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't believe this is happening." Like, he went through like 2 or 3 people luggage, and I'm thinking, like, where are these people? Did they get delayed and their
Suitcases.
luggage came on? Like, because your luggage will continue if you get delayed. So I'm like,
Yes.
y'all have to go see the video. Like, the video is wild.
He
Wow.
Clothes in the
opening
airport. Do
random
you take off your
people's
clothes?
stuff.
No, he was
Where
putting
is
on top of
security?
his clothes. Huh? What'd you say?
She said, "Where's security?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Where's
been on the news
security?
all week too. It's been on the news all week. They're saying that at baggage claim security, there's no security at baggage claim. Anybody can walk in off the street.
That's
They was
true.
like, they need to do better. This has happened at multiple airports. It's been all. I know y'all don't have no TVs, but it's been on the news all week.
But a few of
only
us have
airport-
been in the airport before. We
Yeah.
may not have no TV.
I was gonna
but
say
we done
the
been
only
in the
airport I've
with
ever
y'all.
been in that has security is LaGuardia. They make you show them your little thing to match the bag because it's a pain in the butt. Like, you don't know where that thing is once you get off the plane. But
Right.
every other airport, you can just scroll right out of there with nobody stopping you.
Joy
That's
said,
crazy.
and nobody saw him and called the police. Yeah, the girl
No.
filmed him, but I don't know if anybody called the police. But I mean,
Because I wouldn't want my stuff after that.
no, you should have saw him
No.
putting on the skinny jeans like over his stuff.
Baby,
And I'm
them your
like, how
skinny
are you
jeans.
even like, sir? What are you doing?
Them your
Like,
skinny jeans. Yeah.
I don't get it.
child,
I don't
it
get
was
it. I don't.
crazy. It was so
Ugh.
crazy. I had
Well,
never
what's
seen nothing like that
crazy?
before.
What is crazy is Cat Williams. That
Baby.
interview,
I
how
enjoyed
it's
that
gone
video.
I don't think he's
viral.
crazy. I
No,
don't.
no,
I
no. I didn't
enjoyed
say he was crazy. I said how it has gone viral,
Oh
and
yeah.
this is taking
Oh.
up our 2024 already, the beginning
Yeah.
of the year.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean,
It took me 2 days to watch it, though.
It took me a whole day to watch. I
It was
stopped at
longer than The
15
Color
minutes.
Purple.
Yeah.
I stopped it at 15 minutes. I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, woo,
15
whoa,
minutes.
I
Oh,
got-
you had just gotten
Oh
started.
yeah, you
I
had
had
just
just
got
got
in.
started.
He
I
hadn't
had to
even
stop.
taken a breath or a drink in 15 minutes.
I had to stop. I was like, this is too much. I got to start it back later. I started back an hour later.
What
A
was the
fat
movie with the blue
Fajon
people?
lie. Huh?
Huh?
What was the movie? The old movie with what's the old movie with the blue people? Avatar.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
This thing was longer than Avatar and The Color Purple.
Yeah.
And now I hear they putting commercials in it every 5 minutes. This is gonna take 6 hours to watch.
Oh
Right.
my god.
Well, and then did y'all watch the shit? I don't know. I'm a huge Shannon Sharp fan. If you guys don't know, I've already told my future husband that I'm a huge Shannon Sharp fan. But anyway,
Can you tell him to change his name? Because Shay. Anyway.
It's gay sounding.
Right.
okay, like I don't wanna marry him or sleep with him. I just love Shannon Sharp because he like
Oh,
good.
okay.
Even when he was on anyway. But did y'all see the after interview? Like, okay,
No.
if you don't follow Uncle Shay, he has a podcast with Ocho Cinco that they do.
I saw that too.
He said that as soon as Kat got there, they wasn't even filming.
He was
30
going in.
minutes, he was just talking. And then they turned the camera on. He said, and he could have went. He said he had 20 to 30 minutes or 40 minutes worth of more questions. He said he just couldn't process it all and he had to turn it off.
Wow.
I know.
I saw that.
But it
I
has
thought
made him
that was
relevant,
insane.
right? It has made him relevant. It has made all the other people that he was name dropping.
I don't
It's
think
at
that he
25
wasn't
million
relevant.
views earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
His
think Cat
pre
Williams wasn't relevant.
He
not that
wasn't in the
relevant.
news, not
He wasn't
mainstream
25
news.
Well, he
million
wasn't
views
in the
on
news. Yeah,
nothing.
he wasn't in the
And
news.
Shannon's biggest show, I want to say, was 4 million views. I think he said he had with Steve Harvey. So this is, you know,
Put him
It
on the
made
map.
Shay Shay relevant, but Cat is currently on tour. Like he come here in
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
But
he
he's been selling
comes
out
here in a couple
everywhere.
weeks, and his
Yeah,
tickets has jumped $100 in a day. I checked tickets day before yesterday because I saw people was like, oh, and I was like, oh, okay, let me just see how much the tickets are, and they were like $79, $80 for the Greensboro show. And then when I checked yesterday, because the girls in group chat was like, y'all, let's go, girl, they was $179. I was like,
mhm. And they
bruh.
sold out of the Shay Shay cognac, whatever it's called.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And on the after show, he was like, "We sold out of the cognac. We sold out of the cognac." That's how he talked. So he
Yeah, you know his
wanted
tongue too big for
people
his
to
mouth.
buy Ocho Cinco cigars. Well, while they're
Yeah.
sitting there talking, he sold out of cigars,
Yeah.
and those cigars aren't even good. But
Wow.
he sold out of the cigars. So I mean, I think it's wonderful because I think first of all, Cat is brilliant, and
Yeah.
his comedy, most comedians are brilliant. To be
Mhm.
that witty, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
But I love the
Unless
fact
you
that
tell him
Shannon
to.
didn't know he was getting drugged down the street for the first 5 or 6 minutes. He was giggling, and Cat was wearing him out,
Yeah.
and he had no idea
Yes.
because his sorry ass team had not prepped him at all,
Mm-hmm.
or either he just thought Cat was because people will come on a show, and when the cameras are off, they'll be one way, and then when the cameras turn on, they're hey. Cat kept going the way he was.
Mm-hmm.
Cat came there to say something. You let all these raggedy on this show,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm mad at you, and I'm mad at them, and I'm here to say what I have to say.
Yeah.
Did you see the slight shade that he threw at Shannon
Which
during the show?
slight?
Slight.
Yeah.
Why you let him come on here and
No,
tell
not
you a
that.
lie?
No. When he talked about actually Shannon, like I don't think people caught it because
Which time?
he said when did big nose, dark skinned country Negroes start like being the man?
Yeah.
Did y'all catch that?
I
See, a
didn't
lot
really
of people
catch
didn't
that.
watch the whole interview. A
It
lot
was
of people
so
watched the
much.
clips.
I didn't watch
You really need to take notes.
I didn't catch that.
You
You
really
didn't
need to be
catch that?
writing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
he
stuck on
said that.
light skinned, ugly in the face wife that comes with the Illuminati package. I'm stuck there
Yes,
What?
and going
And
yes,
through
then
doing the
and it was
research.
7 of them.
And it's
and
true.
how can you write a book about being single? You on wife number 3, and your
3.
wife number 3 was with wife number 2.
And she both don't
Exactly.
think like a man. Did you hear what he
Yep.
said?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It was crazy. A fat
Yes.
Faison lie.
Yeah, fat face.
Woo.
Yeah, we gotta read some of the comments. Hold on.
The
We got a lot
Illuminati
of
meeting.
comments.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Hold on.
I'm glad y'all schooling me because I did not watch it. I was like, I'm
Baby,
not
you
watching.
need a
I got
day.
work to do.
You do. You need time.
I got work.
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
New Day said fat face on live. Pretty Brown said almost 3 hours. Colleen said I didn't see it yet. Girl, go watch it. New Day said I made a t-shirt. I made a shirt with Cat. Yo, the fat face on live almost fell out the bed. I saw the interview on Shay Shay. When Cat said all them men had wives that look alike, I searched it and was right.
Yeah.
And then oh shoot. And then somebody else said yes.
Lena said yes.
Yeah,
And
Because
Joanne watched it
come
twice.
with the package. The way he described it, every single wife looked the same.
Joanne
don't
said
do
she watched
interviews.
it twice.
Oh,
And then
Joanne, good
Did
Lord.
y'all see Ludacris come out with a rap? But it was like, what is this rap? You never said he was lying. You didn't say that none of that stuff happened. Like, have y'all seen all week? If you watched the Cat Williams video on the first day it came out, the receipts are receipting.
Yes.
The video yesterday
Yes.
came out with Cat
Yes.
Williams running a 4.47.
Okay, I missed that. I just knew he
actually
was
ran
lying.
it.
He
Okay, I
ran.
gotta
It
find
was on
that
the
one.
shade room. Like,
So he really read 3,000 books. Zooming, I'm a zoom.
no, he said if you listen, he said he read 3,000 books from the age 8 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. It was over a 4 year, but people took that out of context He didn't say he read them in 1 year. I think he was saying so much and he was getting
I was
excited.
gonna say, baby, the context was gone after the first 2 minutes. I
People
needed a
took that
notepad.
out of
He had
because
a
the
full
thing is, people
scholarship.
taking bits and pieces.
Well, his father is a doctor and his mother is like a scientist or something.
Yep.
Yes, he was very smart parents. But did y'all catch the part about his upbringing? Because you know, Shay Shep kept asking about his upbringing. That was the part that got me. How he grew up.
Yeah.
And how
was it? Because I didn't watch it. Tell me how he grew up.
His parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. So he grew up in a Jehovah's Witness household.
Okay.
And he left his house at the age of 12. He packed the bag, took 13. Was it 13, baby? Okay. Packed the bag, took his puppy and the money in his pocket, and
he went to a truck stop.
He went to a truck stop.
Yep. He asked him where you was going. And
two truck drivers where they were going, where it did not snow. One said California, one said Florida. He rode in the back of the truck with the man who went to Florida, and that's how he ended up in Miami.
Yep. On the streets at 13, like, and he said what he did for a living. He had money from when he was shoveling snow.
He had $2,500. He had $2,500 when he left home.
Yep. And then he said he would break into cars every day and make like $2,000 every day. And he did it for like 4 or 5 years.
He's
from the age of 13.
He's a genius. Like, he had a full ride scholarship to a medical school. He went there, said it was boring, and purposely flunked out.
Yep.
Yes.
He adopted 7
got a lot
children.
Going on, height, but you need to watch this. Watch it.
He's been 5'5", 145 pounds since what, middle school? Yep. So he was like, how people saying I'm on drugs? I've been looking like this. He said at one time I was the biggest kid in the class.
Right.
But he did say he smokes 30 joints a day to eat. That's where he gets his appetite from. He said he's the only person that outsmokes Snoop.
Yep. And that's where he gets his how he sleep.
Sleep. He won't eat or sleep.
He said because his career, it starts at 8 o'clock at night and then he ends at 2 o'clock and his body is like, I can't go to sleep now. It's on adrenaline.
He adopted, was it 9 children new days? I thought it was 7, 9, same
he
thing.
He has 10 altogether, 5 girls and 5 boys.
Yep.
But he didn't create all of them.
Right.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. It's fascinating, eh?
I love the fact how he talked about his net worth, and he said he looked up his net worth one time and he had that on him.
Yeah.
That was the
so I immediately looked up his net worth and it said $2 million.
Yeah, exactly. And it says Steve Harvey's net worth was like $300 million. He talks about Steve Harvey too, and he said Steve Harvey said he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 shows on TV. He said, but the fact of the matter is he didn't have 7 shows at the time. They had did and I saw the clip on TikTok. They had did like almost like a cipher where they went up against each other, and he made him stop doing stand-up comedy.
And he said Steve Harvey
stop.
Cat Williams made Steve Harvey stop.
He said Steve Harvey has not been in a movie because nobody's casting for a big potato head looking bald headed. I mean, he just was.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, why has Steve Harvey not been in a movie? Everybody's been in a movie.
Exactly.
He said he would not act with Ricky Smiley unless he was in a dress. And Shay was like, why? He's like, because that's how he said Ricky Smiley and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. Yep. So if I want people to play a role, I want them to be at their best. They got to be in a dress, those two, to play.
And he said, when is the next time you saw Ricky Smiley in Soul Plane in a dress?
Yeah.
Bernice Jenkins.
But did you see now the one thing that he did lie about, which was the only thing that I found that he did lie about, Ricky Smiley actually did cast for Money Mike, and Cube came out and said that. And then they came back and they did him for the Santa Claus.
And I mean, that one I thought was like, okay, y'all both could have gone out for the role and you got it. Exactly. And maybe he had it. And then you came and did better, you know.
Exactly. And then Cube also said that when Kat said that he wrote all of his parts, he was like, the movie was already written. He said, but when he saw Kat, he could play that role and he did ad-lib a little. He said, but the movie was written. So, you know,
this Kat said that
was the only thing in the 3 hours that wasn't true.
And I mean, Kat got drunker and drunker because they were drinking the Shay. So he, you know, you would see him kind of starting to have to stop. But the one thing that really stuck with me was when he talked about the Fast and the Furious and Ludacris and the Illuminati. And he was like, it was both of us were equal and we both had They said, one of y'all got to cut your hair and get rid of the sideburns. And if
Yep.
you do, we promise you $200 million, $20 million a movie for 10 movies. And he
Yep.
said, one of us was Ludacris and one of us was Cat Williams.
Mhm.
And so Shannon was like, well, where we at with it? You know, he was like, well,
Who is in the movie?
what
He
Fast
said,
and
which
Furious are
movie
we
is
on?
on? Yeah.
We
Yeah.
on number 10. He said.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah.
Then Ludacris want to come out rapping, but you never said no. I'm not enough. I mean, you know, I don't know.
And look at your wife. Look at your wife, Luda.
And your
She-
sideburns were not on your face when you was rapping, and your hair
Exactly.
was in the cornrow.
At all.
It's,
Right.
Oh my
it,
gosh.
it checks out.
Yes, it definitely checks out. Like
That is one piece that I saw. I've been seeing little clips, but it's just like everybody that has something to say, they're not saying he's lying. They're not
Right.
saying
No.
No.
Not
They
only
can't.
that, but there are all these people coming up saying, when I was a struggling comic, I was on stage and yada yada yada, and somebody came up or Cat came up and dapped me up, and I looked in my hand later and it was $2,000.
Yep.
Or he paid for Melba Moore, I think it was, to get the
Yes.
Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like
Right.
all these stories of him being like Prince, who they
Yeah.
were friends, just blessing people with money, taking
Mhm.
care of people who were trying to come up, just giving away money. Which he
Did
kept
y'all
saying, my tithe is to give money to people.
Yeah, did y'all see he gave Boosie? Boosie even came out, but it came out before. He gave Boosie money when Boosie first got out of jail, prison, whatever. And he was staying in a hotel. He gave him money to get like stable. Like, yeah.
Wow.
And then I have a story, not a Cat Williams story, whatever. But it's this guy that used to be local here on the radio station, and now he's a comedian. He posted on his page the other day. He said he would never forget when he was working at the local radio station and Cat Williams came. And it was his first time doing stand-up. He opened like, I think it was 7 minutes for Cat. And he said he couldn't stay for the whole show. He had to leave and do something. And he said there was no contract that said he was going to get paid. There was none of that. He said he just did it because he wanted the opportunity. So he said he left. He said, and then Roxy, who is on the radio station here, he gave him $750 or $900, one of the two, for a 7-minute set. And he gave it to Roxy to give to the guy named is B-Dot. But he gave it to give to him. And he was like, what is this? And he was like, I will forever respect Cat Williams. He was like, because he didn't have to do that. And he was like, he truly is very generous, like very generous. So I was like, wow, it's amazing.
But
and
he's
I love
a genius. He's a
yeah.
genius, and
Yeah.
he's been making money forever. He's been reading since he was 3. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been making, and not reading like the Cat in the Hat and the hardcover thick books with the 12-inch letters.
Right.
Reading.
Yeah, reading.
Reading.
Yeah. And I hope that the entrepreneurs who watch it, I hope they saw the part when they said that Disney sent him that cease and desist for that Cat in the Hat.
Because he was going by the name the Cat in the Hat when he first came out.
Yeah.
And he said Disney shut me down and I had to change my name and start using Cat Williams.
Yeah. And I was like,
wow.
that's a big
Lesson.
eye opener for people who are using that Disney or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, my favorite part of the interview was when he said he said he has everything he wants. Whenever he wake up, he has everything he needs. He was
Because
like,
he
and I'm
woke up.
rich. He said, and the reason why if I don't have it, it's just because I haven't acquired it yet. I
But
was
that's
like,
why he's able to say whatever he want to say.
exactly.
That's what he got to lose. I mean, if he's saying he's telling his truth, what? Like, what they gonna do? Check me?
It ain't been no defamation cases
It was all
week.
true.
Ain't nobody came out and said, Nathaniel. Now y'all know what I want to talk about a little bit because I know we're about to go over. Have y'all seen the receipts that have been receipting about said the entertainer?
No.
Stealing the
Stealing the
Stealing
jokes.
lines.
Not only stealing Cat Williams jokes. Y'all know the famous joke that Cedric the Entertainer does about he was in the country in Alabama somewhere and they said, call me by my initials. But
Yes.
the guy was saying by my initials. Y'all guess where he stole that from? Y'all ain't gonna believe it.
Designing women, but I saw it, so that's why I'm cheating.
Designing women.
And it was exactly the way the man said it, like just exactly the way.
What?
And I used to love Anthony on Designing Women.
Yeah. What?
Y'all, he
But
stole
Steve
it.
Harvey stole Mark, what his name?
Mark Curry.
Yeah,
Mark
Steve
Curry.
Harvey. And then that whole time I'm sitting there thinking, dang, that's a badass fade. It's a headpiece the whole time.
Well, we knew
I
that.
don't know wig the
That's
whole
another thing I
damn
don't
time.
understand. y'all, listen. How did people not know that? My ex told me a long time ago. He was like, nobody's haircut is that tight all the time. He was like, that's a wig. He told me that back in like
Yeah,
'99.
my former husband told me that too. He was like, that lineup is too lined up.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I was thinking, who is his barber? He has to go there like every show.
Well, now,
Every day.
But that
he
was
does have
before
a
everybody
good
was
barber.
really doing the extra,
The
like what they're
wigs.
doing now.
That's before it got affordable. That's when it was very expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That is so
Yep.
funny. Wow.
God, that interview. Oh my God.
But you know,
can
I
read
think.
some of those comments.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Oh God. Okay, wait a minute. No one said he was lying. Yep, he did say from 8 to 10, talking about reading the books. I heard him very religious. 13. Wow. It was mind blowing. It was really amazing to watch. I thought he adopted 9. In 5th grade, he was the big kid. Yeah, true. That's amazing. He talked about Steve Hare too. Yep. He was pissed they played Bernie. Yeah, that's true. They played Bernie Mac like a fiddle.
Yeah.
He put that in his contract. So he said about what's the name, wearing a dress. He said you can be smart and ignorant. Matter said you can be smart and ignorant too.
Absolutely.
New Day said I wouldn't believe Ricky as a pimp. Sorry. Yeah, that was crazy. Cat gives without recognition all the time. 15 stacks. Appreciate him being transparent about it. It's always others to be more careful. And then New Day said no. So,
yeah, definitely. Well, and I see so many people. This is so interesting because I see so many people pulling out lessons about entrepreneurship with Cat Williams, and then they get mad when people basically steal their subjects or whatever their lessons. So, what do y'all think? Is that like plagiarism when someone puts something on social media and then someone shares it in their own words, or do you feel like why even worry? It's social media.
like, what do you mean? Like when people screenshot other people's statements because they're trying to go viral?
No,
Or memes,
no.
take people memes and they go viral with them and they chopped off where the person's name was on there. Not memes, but those
something
things
like
where
that.
people have word memes.
Oh,
Like,
I mean,
they say what what's the thing? Flattery.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Flattery, yeah, that's what they say. But I mean,
but I think once you put something on social media, it's on social media. It's
on
fair
social media.
game in a sense.
Exactly.
And
True.
it's, you know, if they start trying to take it. Okay, so here's for instance, I had I had something on my page and it was a picture when I was on a cruise and I had a bag and I took the picture and I just said, I didn't even say nothing. There was no caption. So someone took it and they put it on theirs as theirs. So Jet Setter hit me up like, yo, you see this? And I'm like, what? So I went and commented like, hey, that's a nice picture. And then they was like, yeah, I stole it from you. Why you just didn't share it from my page? So
why are you posting it? You're not on the cruise. You snatch your bag.
So is that a form of plagiarism? Do you say something to the next person? I mean, I knew him, so I was just like, yo, I just want to educate you. That is a form like cheating in a sense.
I mean, the photographs and jokes and I don't know about word memes. All that is copyrightable. So unless you copyright it, you really just fussing. I don't know why comedians don't copyright their jokes. They can.
Yeah.
They can trademark their names. You know, I don't know why they don't and why they just talk about it instead of doing something. Right. Even with him stealing from Designing Women, I'm sure that script, something may happen now. Maybe they just didn't know about Bombinicious being, you know, they weren't paying steady no attention.
Right.
When I share something, I usually just leave, if they have their tag on it, I just leave their tag on it.
Yeah. Definitely. Now, remember when my daughter was shopping for prom dresses, and I think no nonsense hit me up on this. She was shopping for prom dress and she saw like this preacher robe, and she was like, "Mom, I found my prom dress." And then somebody else shared it, but they covered her face, and they say my daughter said she found her prom dress. Yeah, they used the picture, so no nonsense. I went to his page. I was like, wow, it's interesting that you use my picture. And then he just sort of laughed. And
Who are
then
these people that are your friends?
listen, and then
She
on
got
top
5 million Facebook friends. She don't know these people.
I don't know these people, but listen, then he hit me up later on and in my inbox, and he said, "Hey, he does like comedy on social media. He has a show, and he wanted me to be a part of his show. And he's like in Atlanta area, and he was like, "Hey, are you interested? I do skits." And I checked his stuff out, and he does do skits, and he got a pretty good following. But I was like, "Oh, you're the one that took my daughter's picture. No, thank you."
I would have told him the skit is never mind.
Right. Skit
Never mind.
these.
Never mind.
Skit these. They can put that on a t-shirt.
Colleen, you hear us?
And if y'all don't know, Colleen is in the audience, and
She's our resident. We say something crazy and put it on a shirt for us. Talent.
I think I'll make a post, just skit these. That's gonna be our secret language.
Oh my gosh.
Skit
Wow.
Skit daddle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, how dirt? No, bruh. No, you done showed your color, brother. I'm not gonna work with you.
Colleen said people are monetizing off of his words and quotes. Pretty Brown said once it hit the internet, it's usually fair game, even though not always morally correct. New Day said fake it till you make it. It's some people mentality. That part, just share it. Give quotes, give respect to the originator.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, no, they be stealing.
I mean, there's a person
skedaddle. Hello.
There's a person that makes mugs, and she saw the video, and she's taken some of his quotes and added them to her mug line.
Yeah, people
The
have made
God is
shirts
Dope
and everything.
t-shirt line. They text me all the time because I used to buy the shirts all the time, and they text me tonight with a free shirt with 2 of his quotes, one on the front, one on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Did they give him credit for it? Did they say Cat Williams?
They pulled out the scripture because it was what was the shirt? Hold on, I don't have to guess. Here's my phone. Hold on. It was a scripture because he was preaching. He was preaching.
Yes,
And he didn't quote scripture, but they quoted the scripture. Y'all keep talking. I'll find it. I'll jump in.
Okay. So you can actually take that. You can use stuff, but when it comes to selling it, you're supposed to give them right. Okay, like so many people were selling the color purple t-shirts, and it's just like, I'm sure that's copyrighted. That's trademarked.
Yeah,
you can make it for yourself. Me being a t-shirt designer, you can make it for yourself, but you're not supposed to monetize on it, and that's what people are messing up.
Right. I
can't see it, baby. What did it say?
Winners cannot let losers rewrite history. It's already written. John, hell, I can't even see it. I'm here. John 6:45. And that's one thing that Kat kept saying to Shannon.
Yeah.
You know, you letting these losers come on here and rewrite history. And another thing he kept saying was, what God has for me is already mine.
Yeah.
This is the shirt they already promoting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even want that for free because first of all, I don't even want to say that kind of thing with my chest. But second of all, y'all ain't even paying Cat.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a thin line, there's a gray line when it comes down to that. But I believe we can have a skip these online. That can mean so much. Oh my gosh.
And nothing if you don't know. If you wasn't there.
I'm like, don't mess with me. You better skip these.
New Day said, she said, well, guess I'm going to be stealing quotes for my mugs, tumblers, and shirts now, LOL. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Yeah, those color purple shirts, I saw them, and then at first I was just like, oh, because I could get like the transfer, and then I saw so many people in them, I was like, oh no, I don't want one. Ugh.
No,
but, I didn't want one.
I mean, not saying that I haven't sold some stuff that was not saying that I haven't sold
allegedly.
So hypothetically.
The views and statements of Hype are not reflective of the views of statements of the Bonnet sisters.
Hilarious. Okay, guys, we are gone over, but we haven't been here for 2 weeks, so we had to have a
we
little.
need to get to everything. We didn't get
We
to the
did.
Stanley Cups.
We did
We
it.
didn't get to the judge getting jumped. We have to talk
Oh,
about the
Lord.
Stanley Cup.
Oh,
my
the judge getting jumped. Oh my God.
Don't
That
leave
was
that
a
hair alone.
whole
Leave that hair in
spider
your ear
fly.
alone.
Where was the security, the people that really could get him down? Like,
They
They
were
was
punching
trying
him.
to catch him in midair.
but did you
No.
see what that guy was punching? He didn't even punch right. He didn't even.
No,
I was like,
No.
people
good
don't know how to
grief,
fight.
bruh.
They work at the
You don't know how
courthouse.
to fight. They don't know
Can
how
we
to
talk about how high you have to jump? Like he
He jumped over his table and the bench.
Sit up.
Yes.
With no trampoline. And the
He
No.
had
judge
about
didn't even
6
move because
inches
she was thinking
clearance.
he won't make it here. She didn't move until she's like, oh my God, he's going to
Oh.
actually make it here.
She
Yes.
didn't
I
have
need
no
to
fight or
move.
flight. She didn't have no fight or flight. I
No,
was
she did
like,
not. She did not.
Well,
But
you know,
he cleared that.
you
He
know,
cleared about 6 inches at least. He was flying over her, and I was
whatever
like, "Oh
crime
my
he committed, he
God!"
could have been an Olympic star if he had used his skills. That's a
Wow.
high jumper if I ever seen one.
Okay,
the
what
prison,
was he
the
going to
prison
jail
need a
for?
basketball team because he
What
can
did he
jump.
do? What did he do?
He
I don't
was
even
in
know.
court. I'm gonna tell y'all. He
Okay.
was in court because he missed a court date for assault.
Mm-hmm.
It was his third offense. He is a
Mhm.
3-time offender.
Mm-hmm.
4 after
And-
he jumped on that judge.
Well, yes, he's a 4-lifer right now, 4-lifer. But he did not like what she said. She
Yeah,
had
After
not
he said
even
he had
finished.
changed, he
Yeah.
was not going to be the same.
No,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel
Oh.
like his problem was that his name is Deborah.
His name is Deborah.
I don't care how people pronounce it. You can call it Debo, you call it whatever the hell you want. The man name is Deborah. It is. We can look
He
it
should
up.
have been jumping his mama.
He was
Oh,
mad
my
at his
Lord.
mama.
All
He
his
been
life, he
angry.
had to fight.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
He had
if
to
you
fight his
if you
idol.
looked at his rap, did y'all look at his rap sheet?
It is
He has
long.
he has like 2 or 3 domestic issues. He
He's
has
been fighting all his
I
life.
mean,
For
it was
real.
so long. Like I looked it up. His name is Deborah, however you pronounce it. I looked it up. Like it's a long rap
Man named
sheet.
Deborah
Okay.
ain't safe in a house full of men.
Okay, listen. He is a 4-lifer. Okay, he gonna come out wearing a wig and a perm, and he gonna be switching because he ain't.
Right.
Okay,
Listen.
okay. So when she said something, she said, "Well, it looks like well, you're gonna have to." She
She
said,
said, "With
"Sort
this
of
history-
slick mouth, though."
Yeah, she said, with this history, I can't let it pass. And then she smirked. And
Yeah.
that set him off. He was like, oh no. Like,
Have y'all seen the people who be in the little spider squirrel suit? They do like the, he did that kind of move on the judges.
I
He saw
was
what?
thoroughly impressed.
Yes, I watched it over and over just so I could see him.
I was so shocked.
And I'm like, where's the camera angle of him? We don't need to see, we need to see the,
Right.
is it a left that you come off of? How do you do that?
Yes, like,
Show us what we need to know.
did
It
he
had to be the
jump
shoes.
off the
Y'all remember
table?
that?
Did he
Y'all
like
remember that
get to the
commercial?
side and then go up?
Oh yeah, maybe he was on the
No.
bench, like the actual bar. Maybe he jumped on the bar and then, no.
They
Maybe
said he jumped over his table and over to her. So
Okay,
that-
you know how
it's the middle thing in the middle. The
The
defender
bar.
this side, and what's name? It's open.
But listen, but you know how the on the cartoons they be running in place. They go. He had to be still running in place.
Or
That's
like,
how
you
he
know how they would do their leg to kind of get some traction? Maybe the court reporter table was right there. He jumped on the court reporter table and jumped off of that. This is why we need the camera angles. The camera was slipping.
I was like, oh my God.
and then the flagpole fell down and all that, and the judge didn't get hurt. She get up holding her head. She didn't get hurt. One of the security people don't talk about they hurt.
But they over there punching him. I'm like, why are they punching him? Get the
Right.
handcuff.
I'm like,
You
oh my
think you're
gosh,
going to beat
this
him
is-
up? You really think you're going to beat
You
him up?
really
He
think
just
you gonna
jumped
beat up a man named
flat-footed.
Deborah? Stop.
That
Go
just
ahead.
jumped flat-footed and stomped the judge.
And did y'all see that the next day when he was getting sentenced, he refused to come to the courtroom?
And she was like, you coming back in here. And I was like, she don't know what she talking about.
She don't know.
Yeah.
He done vision in his head how he gonna do this again.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God, that
See,
was
it was two things that we learned in that. People that don't think that stuff gonna happen to them, so they don't run, they don't react, they just sit there, they just swear nothing's
Yeah.
gonna happen to me. I'm the judge.
Right.
And then people who think fat meat ain't greasy. Well, I would not invite that man back nowhere near me.
No.
I would be like, thank you, sir, for not coming. I'm going to send it you anyway from afar. But
Exactly.
no,
Exactly.
some people are so arrogant. They want more.
For all
More
she
and
know,
more.
he could have been double jointed. That man could have went from behind his arms and went right back over her head. She would have known no doubt.
She going to give him another chance, baby? You better
I
go
was
home.
like, I want to know how much time he got though. I tried to look it up. I ain't see it yesterday. I'm looking it up
Baby,
again.
he's a
How much
for
time did he get?
lifer. He's a
For
for
life.
lifer. He was already in there on his third strike.
This was a probation, a parole. What she said.
So I think
He
all
was
that stuff
already
that
he was already in there on this. He missed the original court hearing. So he was there on the third strike. So he was going for about 30 years or something anyway. Now he has no chance.
And she gonna keep jurisdiction.
So I didn't know they had I didn't know they had it in Vegas. I know they had it in Cali.
Okay, now can you imagine what the bailiffs and the people that worked there did to him?
Nothing.
No,
they was over there punching him in the butt.
I'm just saying, after they got him in the back. Come on now, you jumping at a judge?
Well, they ain't do nothing immediately. They was trying, but they was just like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, immediately he was whooping they behind. They couldn't do nothing to him until they got him in handcuffs.
Yeah,
and restrained.
And then the man was like, "Woo!" Y'all saw the little security guy. He was like he was woe out from trying to punch a man in the butt.
Have y'all seen
just people in the back? Like,
have y'all seen the spoof? Oh my god, it's
no.
hilarious.
I can only imagine. Yeah,
somebody.
Yes, they beat them. I know they beat him in the back. He got 30 years.
New Day said,
years to life.
New Day said, if I send you a pic of a man jumping on a judge, just know I ain't playing.
That was crazy though, for real, for real.
I just want 2024 to just can we just rewind to last Sunday and start over? Last Sunday, since last Sunday, it's been insane.
Yeah, today is only day 7. Yeah,
it really is. We don't had a whole. I mean, I feel
listen,
like
if y'all have plans for 2020, stay focused, people. Stay focused.
Oh, back to Cat Williams. Did y'all see when he said sometimes you just got to tell P. Diddy no? Girl, I like that.
Yes, I had to tell him no.
He said I had to tell him no. I said,
that one stayed with me for a while. I was like, why
would
P. Diddy want to mess with Cat? Like, I'm sorry, Cat does many things, but I do not find him attractive in any form or fashion.
No, not at all.
Well,
but I love the fact how he talked about women, like, and how he praised women, and how he wanted to, if he was at a strip club, he would be like, you don't have to work here no more type of. I did love that part.
I respect him. I just don't think that I don't know why Diddy would want to sleep with him.
Right.
But, hey.
He trying whoever he can, girl. He trying whoever he can.
From what I heard, Diddy's parties are not about him sleeping with.
But he said he had to tell Diddy no.
No.
Yeah, because this is the way that I heard it. Diddy pays people to show up at his parties for a performance, and he watches the performance.
Oh, that's true. Well, no, those were the.
Wait a minute, Jet Setter. You say that's true, like you have first count. Like, I know
no. Let's
come on, clear that up.
I didn't take that, none of that. I don't have none of that. I never even met Diddy. That's one person in this world I've never even met.
Okay.
But in the Cassie lawsuit, which I read,
okay,
that's what she said was happening with the little jump off parties that they had. But the parties that Diddy has are more like Epstein parties.
Speaking of
the people are there and it's free fall.
I ain't even have the Epstein list, Jesus.
Talia said, hold on, here's a remark. Talia said it's about power. Diddy thinks he can have anyone he wants.
Yeah.
But why would he want Cat is where I was stuck.
New Day said booty is booty.
Yeah, I guess
don't
so.
care. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay,
what booty? Epstein. Did y'all look at the list?
No.
I tried. They was dripping it out too slow. They dripping it out too slow.
I can't wait on this, child. I thought it was going to be
just give me the Cliff Notes. Who on it?
Yes,
it's like they only giving us bits and pieces. It's almost like it's a Tyler Perry show. When he give you a little bit and then
It's moving slower than The Crown. I've been trying to watch The Crown for the past week.
They said that the official list is supposed to come out in I think a couple weeks or something. But
hell,
they said
call us when y'all put the list on.
And Whoopi done came out and said, I don't care what nobody say, I ain't on it, and if I was, I would have told you I was there.
Mm. Well, so far, Bill Clinton has been
No,
mentioned
bitch. I'm
quite a few
sorry.
times.
That's
Prince
Donald
Andrew
Trump has been
basically moved
mentioned.
in.
Who
Donald Trump
did?
has been
Prince
mentioned.
Andrew.
Oh,
Mm.
Prince Andrew.
He got daily massages, and he was there at 2 weeks at a time.
Oh, and it was somebody else that they mentioned. I can't remember in the they asked the young lady if she ever had sexual relations with Donald Trump. She said no, and it was just it was only
But
bits
he
and
was on
pieces.
the list though.
Yeah, he was on the list. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was on the
I
list.
don't put that past him
Yeah,
Mm-mm. And
yeah, he
Bill
was on the
Clinton,
list.
or
And then
Bill
Bill
Clinton.
Cosby too. I think Bill Cosby as
same
well.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
All the bills done been there.
Oh my God.
New Day said, "What about the man who they are saying Puffy billionaire sugar daddy?" Y'all know who I want to hear from?
Wait a minute. Who is this?
Farnsworth Bentley. That's who I want to hear
And he
from.
is not talking.
He ain't
But
talking.
who is Puffy's billionaire sugar daddy?
I don't know. New Days. Who you talking about?
Yeah, give us the name, child.
But
Right.
I ain't heard from Bentley in a minute. Like
Because
he
He's
he's
on
married with
Twitter.
2 kids.
He's on social media, but he ain't got nothing to say about this.
Yeah.
I
He's
didn't
married with
know
2 kids.
what.
Yep. I looked up his social media about a couple weeks ago. Sure did. For investigation purposes.
Wait a minute, Bentley. Okay, wait a minute. Bentley created 2 children.
Yeah, he's not
I
gay.
won't dare, but yeah, they look like him.
He's not gay. One would have thought he was, but he from Atlanta, and the whole thing, the whole persona made no sense. He from Atlanta, went to he just created this character and was riding on it.
Oh,
I mean, that was a bad choice of words. He ran with it. Yeah, I had 2 glasses of wine on a 1-hour flight. I just
Come on, Jess.
New Day said
I
she
need you
will
to
find
finish
it
that
when
by the
she
time I come
posts it
back.
again.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Not 2 glasses.
Right. New Day says she don't know his name. She said I will post it when I find it again.
Girl, please let
Okay.
us know.
Right.
Okay,
And
well,
Pretty
since we went
Pretty
to the
Brown
next
said,
subject,
Bentley
let-
is married.
let's go ahead to the next subject. Since we're talking about the Stanley Cups, y'all, why is people asking about these cups for Christmas? Little kids crying.
Right.
Is it the culture behind it? Is it the staple? Is it the what it stands for? Somebody tell me.
No,
It
it's
just got
just
famous on TikTok.
yeah, it's just the hype
Oh.
of it. It's the same thing with chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. It's the same thing with Tickle Me Elmo's. It's the same thing. Stanley Cups has been out. Actually, I think the report said in 2018 they discounted their cups because they were not selling.
Since
And then this girl,
1913
they've
is
been
what it
around
says
since
on the damn cup.
1913. Right. And then this girl on TikTok, one of these mommy bloggers, talked about her Stanley and everything, and then it just blew up.
And then,
that's
speaking
why
of blowing
people-
up, somebody's car caught fire, burned to a
Yep.
crisp, and the Stanley Cup was intact, and the ice was still in it.
And they gave her a new car, brand new car.
Well, the Stanley Cup was originally made for like construction
workers.
and people like that. And so when it went on a lull, and then when the TikToker started talking about it, they just did a rebranding and started noticing that
Making
women
cute
buy
colors.
everything.
Yeah,
So
cute
they started
colors.
doing colors and started going after women's groups, and that's when it took off.
Because
Yeah,
Yeti didn't do that. People were just buying Yeti, or Yeti was the same way. It's expensive. It really does work. It does keep your stuff cold. I have some Yeti stuff. All of it was given to me though, but they didn't market it. So we're in Target, and we see people. The employees have stashed the Stanley Cups in different spots behind stuff in the store in different departments.
Yeah.
And I already had one, and Ashley, I got her one for Christmas, which she promptly lost today. Left in the Airbnb. So I'm waiting on the lady to tell me if her house cleaner kept it or pretend like she didn't see it.
No more fashion.
Right. And she was the one that really wanted one. Like, I was just like, okay.
Styrofoam for you.
Yeah. You better go back to your family. I used to joke about her having a family. And so I said, for Christmas, I'm going to get her a real Stanley, because I didn't get her much because I'm getting her tuition and rent for,
Part.
So I said, I'm going to get her a Stanley and a couple of little small things like that. And anyway, we didn't take them because we already had one. So I'm like, these people, but then after I got home and saw people were selling them, even though I don't have time to be selling no cup, but they're selling them for $150. I get why people are going crazy to buy them.
But
Yeah.
people aren't buying them at 150. If they are, they just dumb.
Yeah, they don't. Or overseas.
Yeah.
Because if you can make something like that catch on in Korea.
Yeah. Well, they're making them in Korea because they on AliExpress.
Oh, well, hell, forget it. I don't know why they buying them.
Temu for $15.
They've been on, no, the actual
Well,
Stanley's
I
on
got a
AliExpress.
Temu. That's the family that we joked about.
Oh,
It's
the
not-
family. Okay.
No, it's an actual Stanley on AliExpress. I've seen it a couple times.
I'm pretty sure they make them there, yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will say having the Stanley, right? It keep the stuff cold for maybe 2 days. The Yeti is better.
Whose stuff lasts that long? If your water or whatever you drinking lasts that long, you don't need to be drinking it. Get
Well,
your
if you
styrofoam
put
cup
the
and
ice
throw it
in
away.
if you put ice in the thing,
Yeah.
and then you don't, you finish it and you just leave it there. And a couple of days later, I'm like, oh, let me see if this still cold. I was just trying to be messy, really. And I was like,
I
nope,
was about to say, the
this water
bacteria
ain't
don't grow
cold.
with it after 2 days.
I wouldn't think so. It's metal.
No, in the
I
straw.
hope not.
In the straw.
Oh, so I didn't get the one with the straw. I got the
Yeah, I don't
the
have-
flip top.
yeah.
I don't like the straw. I got the kind where it goes in and it's closed up. Yeah, but the
Now
one
with
the straw
that,
stick-
just the
I have a Hello
education.
Kitty one. I didn't want the Stanley, but I went and I found a Hello Kitty one at Home Goods. It's
Oh,
cute.
cool.
It's
and
real
it probably
cute.
was $9.99 instead of
No, the
$45.
16.
Whatever. That's even better.
Listen, for educational purposes, when you have these cups, these containers, these water bottles, make sure you take them apart and clean them really good, especially if you have the straw. If you look in the rim of it, you can see like mold growing. It's very important because this one guy, he kept getting sick over and over after weeks. I mean, after months and months of going back and forth to the doctor, they found out that it was coming from his cup because he didn't take it apart and clean it.
And also
Make
your
sure-
Keurig. Take your Keurig apart.
Yes.
Clean out the water compartment.
And those ice making machines that's popular.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, you got to really take them apart. Oh my God, I saw a TikTok. Oh my
Your
God,
coffee cleaner, anything that has parts, take it apart and clean it.
Yeah, because you can really get sick. So
yeah,
just know that
you have just all of it.
Joy says so. So Yeti is better.
Yeti keeps my stuff colder longer. And I mean, my Yetis, I don't have a Yeti cup, but I have a Yeti cooler.
Yeah.
And so I put stuff in, I have 2 of them, and I have put stuff in there and come back from the cookout or the homecoming or whatever and just leave it and go to empty it out 3 days, 4 days later, the ice is still cold.
Yeah.
And ice.
Yeah.
So I expected this to be, and I was really just like, this ain't even ice no more. This water ain't even cold. So I was like, Yeti wins.
My water, I got it from Ross, and it keeps my stuff cold for 3 days. I'm good. Listen, if I wanted to stay Stanley, I'm putting my little Stanley sticker on it. But I don't need it because I'm at the house. Who's gonna see my cup anyway?
Nobody. And then they say they heavy. They said they're heavy, like the ones with the handle, and the kids are taking them to school and stuff. They was like, it's heavy.
The ones with the handle on the side? Because I got a smaller one. Yeah, she got the big one, but I got her the one with I don't like the straw just being loose and out in the world like that. That's nasty.
Right. Yeah.
And those are the ones that were going crazy over in Target.
Yeah.
Listen.
Because of the colors. It's some new
Didn't
colors.
we talk about this when I was mad because I bought the new color and then a new color came out?
That.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now she done lost the new color.
Jesus.
Listen, at the end of the day, I wish I was I wish it was me that was rebranding and the influencer and all of that, because kudos to them, and they are teaching so much how social media can take your business to the next level.
And you know what? Also with them, you ain't never hear nothing about supply chain issues.
Nope.
People they were ready.
Right.
They stayed ready all these years. They were ready when the moment came. They were ready.
Don't get ready, be ready. Hello.
Yeah, because aren't they saying like sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have the product, you just need to rebrand it, like or something like something they were saying. Yeah.
That is so true. That is so true. Oh my God. So many lessons in the Stanley Cup. So it doesn't mean that you have to get it. Just learn the lessons and work with it. All right, we're going to have our closing remarks. No nonsense. If you can close us off. Look at me.
Well. It is only the 7th day. I hope you guys have a restart to your new year. Again, I am going to tell you to continue your splendorificalness. If you do not know what that means, stick around. You will learn. I may or may not teach you, but I do want you to have a wonderful week. I want you to remain positive. If you've made any resolutions, promises to yourself, even if it was just to get up, get a shower, and get moving, sometimes that is as most as you can do in a day. Be proud of yourself for doing that. Don't be hard on yourself. Love yourself and give yourself the love and attention that you need because you need it first before you exude it to others. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you. So focus.
I would like to say it is the seventh day. If you have not wrote down your goals, if you have an iPhone, there's a new journal app. If you've done the update, start journaling, write stuff down. If you are a manifester, write that down as well. And on the seventh day, if you have not washed your bonnet, please do that. And yeah, y'all have a good week.
The instructions are included with your bonnet.
Care instructions.
Okay. Jet setter, fresh off the plane, and
Fresh
two
off the
glasses of
plane,
wine.
2 glasses of wine in, and no cigar today. It's a bad combination. I'm gonna marry two of our stories. You know, we talked about Colonel Sanders, real person, who was between 40 and 60 when what made him famous finally caught on, and he just kept going and kept doing things until it worked. And we talked about the Stanley Cup, which was just out here being Stanley Cups, minding their Stanley Cup business, and then somebody that they don't even know on TikTok blew them up, and they adapted. Whatever it is you're working towards, if you've been working on it for years and years and it never took off, or if you've been working on it for years and years and boom, it just popped, just be ready, be pliable, be flexible. Don't give yourself a reason not to try it, not to go with the momentum. Tiffany is a great example. It sounds like 100 people taking a picture, but it's not. We're seeing the momentum of we have no idea where this can go. I'll put it like that. And she could have talked herself out of it, or she could have said, it's raining, we're not doing it. She could have done a number of things to not have done this, and it's touching people. And we haven't even seen what God has for her. So just whatever you have, if it's taken a while, press the mark, don't give up. TikTok might blow you up one day.
That's true. That's so true. Good points, guys. And I would just like to say, listen, this is the new year. Really be intentional what you're doing with your life. Be intentional of writing those goals down and trying to succeed and break them up. Don't just say by the end of this year. Put a time to it, a closer date so you can accomplish those goals. And if somebody get on your nerves this year and you just don't want that energy, just tell them, skip these and get out. Thank y'all for joining. Have a happy new year. Wonderful. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Just remember, skip these. Don't play with me, baby.
Hey.
All right. Love, peace, hair grease.